What's happening, lads? Hopefully this is off. Let's turn it off. Cool. What's up, boys? It's your boy Lee. I'm just reaching out. I've been doing a lot of research on business, success, personal development, all of that jazz, and living at home, out of home in my own space, and being able to sort of split test what all of this looks like. Gotten to the point where I've realized that success isn't a thing of chance, and it's ultimately in your hands to how you want it to play out. And there's some key areas and key ingredients or pillars that's going to build the foundation, as well as the castle of success, right? Now, obviously, where I'm at right now has been making a foundation. Now, key areas in that is just your belief, your environment, and your vision. Now, the vision that I'm trying to achieve is to create an online community of 1,000 young men. So that's age 17 to 25. Men that have been in the exact same boat as me, drifting like a bag through the wind, wanting more, knowing that there's more of life, but getting stuck in the same old cycles of cyclical ups and downs, and never really reaching baseline. Being happy when, thinking they've made it when they've hit baseline, and ultimately being in an environment that doesn't let them stay there very long. So when they do achieve it, it feels like success. Now, where I'm trying to take things is, rather than seeing that baseline as success, seeing it at that ceiling point, seeing that as a flaw, and creating that for your foundation. So that's just through habits, through daily practices, and guidelines and principles that you live by, that we live by, that is gonna help us stay on track and achieve the goals that we're looking for, and design the life that we want to live. So as of right now, I've been thinking, how am I using this channel? I've been speaking into this camera a little bit recently. Haven't made a whole lot of traction. Other than my brother and my mother, who are questioning my sanity, but that's all good. What I am going to use this channel for is a transparent tool, or a tool of transparency, for you guys to be able to see inside the mind and life of someone who is definitely, not unique in this space. I don't have any silver spoon or, unique, I have no unique product, I've got no unique network, but I've got guts, and I've got discipline, and I've got willpower. So that puts us all in the same bucket, right? These are things that no one's either born with or not. It's habits and an evolution of self that anyone has access to. So use me as the case study. I'm, let's say, 3 to 6 months down this path of what we call the arena. If you haven't read Theodore Roosevelt's quote, it's incredible. Let me read it for you. Theodore Roosevelt. All right. The arena. When I say the arena, this is what I'm referring to. So I've been 3 to 6 months in this arena. I'll tell you what that is in a minute. But what I'm referring to with that is, I moved out of home. I quit my job, moved to a new city, started a sales gig with the sole intention of being able to learn how to communicate very effectively in a high pressure environment. So as close as I can to be, an entrepreneur or self-employed, not getting paid unless I perform, and inputs directly impacting the outputs, quite a quick feedback loop. So that's the facts there. And also, new environment, learning about myself and having to, sorry, I just got a text. That's fine. Learning how to be my own man and implement principles that, are going to guide me closer to my goal. All right, so the arena, this is the quote by Theodore Roosevelt. It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcoming. But who does actually strive to do the deeds? Who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends themselves in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who never know victory nor defeat. So, 3 to 6 months in the arena, this is what it looks like, not knowing what the fuck is going on. Building out my vision board, building out exactly where I'm taking this thing. And this is a key part of it. In this day and age, the attention economy, building out communities, it's all what's happening. It's all exactly where I want to be going. Now, what I'm looking at with this is showing you behind the scenes of my today's struggles right now, in the environments and the world that I'm living in right now. I'll be connecting like-minded people into a free community called The Promised Man, I think. That's what this channel is. What I'm looking to do is just connect like-minded people who are living by who are living by the sword. What I'm doing every week, 3 short reels. 3 short reels and 1 long form. This is technically a long form. If it's above 5 to 7 minutes, I'm calling it a long form. Get behind this, guys, because I am going to succeed. So the sooner that you start watching this and learning with me, the better you'll succeed too. That's the short answer. So I'm telling you right now, I will not stop until I do succeed. And I'm learning very quickly what principles and systems you need and I to get to that point of success, right? Everyone's is different, but I'm learning what mine is and I'm on track. Now, what my success looks like to a point is you joining as well, because my goal is to help people like you who are sort of struggling to get to that point of baseline, okay? So let's create a new community of people who are as honest as I and who are ready to take action, who are taking action now, not in this phase of talking and not doing, but talking as well as doing. So we'll be sharing contents, we'll be sharing stories, we'll be sharing inspiration, failures, successes, all of that. And in a very short time, this is going to be a rolling community and you're going to be grateful that you joined. Now, eventually it will be paid, but don't even worry about that. Because right now, all I care about is doing this action and connecting with you. So hopefully this catches your attention, and I pray to God that you've watched this far, because if you have, let's get this thing. All right? Drop a like, drop a subscribe, drop a comment. Give me some love, man. I'm trying to get this thing rolling, all right? I need your help, okay? And I'll reciprocate in any way, shape, or form that I can. I'm learning some good skills. So let's start fucking... reciprocating. All right, let's get it. Speak soon. Call me Lee. I'm out.